Hi, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House. And welcome to the 224th episode of Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of August 31st through September the 7th, 2025. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller. And here it is. I am an angelic walk-in, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. Now that's the uh, sequel to my other #1 Amazon International bestseller, One True Home Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness. To find out more information about my services for my Angel Healing House business or more information about my books, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. And all of my books are sold through Amazon, and also they're on Audible as audiobooks. Thank you to everyone who has liked and shared and subscribed to my Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel. If you become a subscriber, it's absolutely free, and you will be notified when I upload new videos. Also, thank you to all those people who have made generous donations to my PayPal account for my free content. If you'd like to donate, I've left my PayPal link in the description box down below with all of my contact details to my remarkable healing practice, Angel Healing House. Now here on Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we do pull runes sometimes, tarot cards, oracle cards, but we always, always, always look first into the astrological heavens to see what planetary and celestial energies will be affecting us. And as we so often do here, we're going to take a quick glance back to August 25th when a magical transit occurred. On that date, Venus, the planet of the scales and balance of justice, beauty, harmony, diplomacy, and relationships, and Leo the lion, the fiery, self-assured, brave, confident lion, came together. This is a wonderful time to be loving, to be expressive, to be boldly and authentically and unashamedly, unapologetically who you are. Now, my angelic family, who I'm part of, we're known as the Posse of Angels. The Posse of Angels is sharing to boldly be you, because everyone else is taken. I love that. With this transit on the 25th of August, the universe aligned in our favor, and it will remain there until September the 19th. It ushers in a time of love, creativity. For some, it means luxury and a deep desire to roar our authenticity. Now, the Posse of Angels is reminding us that this confidence can amplify a need for attention, and it just could swell someone's ego. And like always, utilize this magical energy wisely by remaining humble, respectful, and modest. What also occurred during this past week was Venus sextile Uranus, as well as Venus trine Neptune. Now, what does that mean? This combination is making us feel very sensitive and highly emotional. This could come about by having conversations which turn deep, and they reveal truths that we just did not know about. Positive messages could come out of the blue and actually turn our lives around. We could receive closure on something that we've been waiting for, or a brand new beginning. With these intensified energies, some could be having prophetic dreams, while others could see financial offerings through collaborations pop up seemingly out of nowhere. This is definitely a time for many when they will experience a timeline shift, opening doors to prosperity and abundance, with the universe aligning us with what we've wished for. In other words, the posse of angels is saying, get ready, because life for many will start to feel really magical again. As we go into this first week in September, the massive celestial news is that we are heading straight into eclipse season, and characteristically, it's a time when karma starts to explode in our lives. It shows up, and it's so that it can be undeniably seen. We are 1 week out from the first of these eclipses on September the 7th, although before it occurs, many intuitives and sensitives empaths are already feeling the buildup of these very unsettling energies. Before that date, we have two important transits, with the first on September the 2nd, with Mercury entering Virgo, which is a very desirable event, with Mercury being all about knowledge, information, communication, and Virgo being very practical and grounded. This combination will help to stimulate our minds, give us an urge to dig deeper into topics, and perhaps see details that we hadn't seen before. It's a great transit to learn a new language or a skill, as we understand and absorb knowledge and information much faster around this time. The next transit occurs on September 4th, with the fiery planet Mars in Libra squaring Saturn, the Lord of Karma and the hard taskmaster. Now this on the outset may not seem like it, but this is a wonderful energy because it will expose anything which is draining us, like a job, people, even overgiving. It's being exposed so that we can protect our time, our energy, and resources more. By doing so, we protect our greatest asset, which is our energy. And we then, alongside of that, with that, we feel more abundant. Now, they want me to do a drum roll, please. On September 7th, we will experience a powerful total lunar eclipse, and that will present many with transformation, release, and renewal. Now, under this eclipse, we are encouraged to turn inward, embrace change, and really trust in the unseen karmic and dharmic forces that are now shaping our lives. When all is said and done, eclipses are catalysts for change as they illuminate hidden agendas and guide us toward necessary transformations. A lunar eclipse is different from a solar eclipse, where the solar eclipse marks new beginnings. The lunar eclipse marks endings, and it brings closure to what no longer serves us. With it being 1 week away, there are several ways for us to get prepared for this very big and for many life-changing event. So firstly, it's important to realize that this eclipse is not happening to us. Very important. It's happening for us. Get your head around that. It's happening actually for our greatest good and for the greatest good of all concerned. Also, eclipses are fated. They're destined events, as they have everything to do with our soul. Think of soul contracts. Think of our soul's path, our soul's calling, soul's mission, soul's purpose. In reference to eclipses, think of all of these soul-related things. Now, in order to bring in all of these soul-related things, it's really then very important. We need to have kind of like a karmic detox, but we need to have anyone and anything eclipsed out of our lives that have been karmically completed to make space for the new to come in. For those who have extricated themselves from anyone or anything that no longer resonates or aligns with their raised consciousness, they actually might feel a wonderful lightness, like a clearing of our systems after a detox. around the time of this eclipse. And for those who have been holding on to relationships and jobs or anything that is not serving them and doesn't feel particularly honoring, they may experience loss and grief around this time. It may feel like the bottom is falling out of their lives, but many may feel unsettled as these connections, jobs, locations where they're living, surroundings, were out or our security. We got our security around these things, even though they may not have felt very comfortable, and we operated from them for a duration of time. So, for many, those things that are no longer in alignment will be eclipsed out of their lives. Now, with this eclipse being in Virgo, and in the master of illusion, Pisces, it dissolves anything that we may still be under the illusion that is serving us when it no longer aligns with us energetically. This eclipse is offering us a deep, very profound opportunity to release old woundings, outdated beliefs and fears. The more we can acknowledge, thank, bless, and release these illusions, then the more we're allowing our new path to unfold for us. Remember that Virgo is very earthy, so we want to ground our intentions into eclipse season. Write down your intentions, own them, and give them voice by saying them aloud as if they've already happened. Don't put any focus on the how and when they will happen, but make sure to ask that they are spiritually aligned for your highest path forward, especially with the almost spooky prophetic energies of Pisces. Now, the posse of angels is advising us not to resist change, our dharmic destiny. Many may feel as if they are suddenly propelled forward, even if they're not ready. And they wish to remind us that if we are propelled forward, it does mean that we're more than ready for this to occur, even if we think we're not. They are also reminding us that this is a powerful time of renewal when many in the collective will start to live not only the life of their dreams, but exactly what their soul has been yearning for. So let's expand on these messages using a beautiful new deck of mine. The posse of angels are saying that life for many will start to expand in magical ways again. And so we're going to our magical fairy tales deck, Fairy Tales Oracle by Kate Forsyth. These are beautiful cards. If you're not familiar with this deck of cards, it cleverly takes 8 fairy tales: Rapunzel, Bluebeard, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Rumpelstiltskin, the Swans, Hansel and Gretel, and Beauty and the Beast. And it devotes 4 different messages to each one of those fairy tales. Our first card that came out was from the fairy tale of Bluebeard, and this one is number 22, master number, Blood Key. And the message on it is unlocking. Beautiful message. With it being unlocking, it brings the message that many of us are on the precipice of unlocking those brand new doors, ready to unlock those connections, something or someone that has been long hidden from us. But now, because the timing is divine, they will um, they will be there on the other side of us unlocking a door. Perhaps we keep parts of our authentic selves hidden and locked away out of fear that we're not good enough or proficient enough to be recognized by the outside world. You know, many people have been isolated away and stagnant and quiet for so long. With all the clearing, with all the healing work that we've done, with higher energies connecting to our true selves, many are now ready to unashamedly and authentically face the world, unlocking those doors that will bring offers, opportunities, connections to us. But be on notice that when you're handed that key, either physically to your new office, new car, new home, or the key to a new romance or your deepest heartfelt dreams, do take time to reflect because it is a transitional moment. And once the decision has been made, that key unlocks information and knowledge for us that we can't unsee or unhear, that we have not heard or seen before. But the posse of angels is assuring us that enlightenment or being in the light is always, always, always so much better than being uninformed and in the dark. Next fairy tale that we have the message from is, which one is this one? Number 37. And I don't know if you can see the reflection there, but it's the spinning straw one from Rapunzel with its message of impossible, impossible task. The message from the card is that sometimes, just sometimes, on the surface it seems impossible to change our lives. But by changing our story, we can change our destiny. The posse of angels wish for us to consider the stories that we keep telling ourselves to see whether they serve the person we have now become with all the changes that we've been through. And they are the stories we're telling ourselves filled with limiting narratives, reflective of old programming, which are just illusions. It's important to understand just where our limiting beliefs come from. And once this is done, it is within our potential to change our words, to release the past from having a hold on us and creating a reality that is less than desirable. I like to think of it this way. I can only do my best. And when I can't do any more, I just can't do any more. That's when I give it over to God, Source Creator, and of course, my angelic help, which is the posse of angels, because God, Source Creator, knows me better than I know myself. And with God at the helm, navigating my ship, nothing is impossible. So, in other words, I get out of my own way in order for Spirit to direct me. Next one. In our fairy tales, our last one is this one, which is 15, which is a number 6 of harmony and balance and joy. It's Magic Ring from Beauty and the Beast. By drawing the card, its message is one of commitment, constancy, faithfulness. These are all required more than ever now, as many are going into a season of harvest and reaping all that they have sown karmically and dharmically. The faith that we rest and surrender into the hands of God, Source Creator, and the angels to show us our new path. You don't have to force anything, and you don't have to push and control. The posse of angels is reminding us that Spirit is always, always working on and working in our best interests. Although with our sometimes limited human vision, we cannot see the infinite scope of Spirit. By honoring our promises to ourselves to fulfill only our soul's highest goal now, we will be magically rewarded beyond anything that we could have wished for ourselves. Isn't that a beautiful card? Look at that. Thank you, Posse of Angels, for that. To finish off, we're going to our Kali Oracle. And this is the one that jumped out of the pack today. Oh, very empowered there. And it's Lalita Tripura Sundari. A chapter in your life is closing and will not be repeated. And for many who have been through a harrowing last couple of years, this is very good news. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and a release from intensity in your life. Open your heart to the beginning of a golden era. Lovely, lovely card to end with. I hope all that's been helpful for you. Remember that Walk-In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom um, pops up on Saturdays. And if you need more information about my remarkable healing practice, Angel Healing House, or any information about my books, my services, please go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. Happy eclipse. Remember, you can prepare for it by not resisting change, by opening up for the impossible to happen in your life, for new keys to be offered to you, so that the magic can work in your life. And just open to be available for Spirit to work miracles. And I like the expression, those who believe in miracles are more apt to see them manifest in their lives. So I'm wishing you love, and as always, angel blessings. And I look so forward to speaking with you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.